scripted. It is that time of the week for some hot Hollywood headlines, and y'all, it is a monumental year for Selena Gomez because she is a bride-to-be. That is right, she's getting hitched to music producer Benny Blanco. Okay, this did happen last week, but it was after I did What the Hollywood, so I gotta talk about it now. Last Wednesday, Benny popped the question to the actress with a picnic, some champagne, and loads of Taco Bell. I mean, if that's not the perfect engagement, I don't know what is. Okay, Benny and Selena went public with their relationship in December 2023. They've been very public with their relationship and have doted on each other in multiple interviews. So as you can imagine, Selena's social media has been lighting up since their engagement became public knowledge. Her best friend, Taylor Swift, joked that she wanted to be the flower girl, while Emily and Paris star Lily Collins called the engagement, quote, the best news. Paris Hilton is over the moon excited for the soon-to-be Mr. and Mrs. As you can imagine, there are more celebrity reactions where those came from. So even, this is big and this is juicy, even Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber's wife, expressed her excitement for the couple by giving Selena's Instagram post a little double tap, little heart, a little like. Now, like I said, this is huge. This is juicy news because, as you know, Selena and Justin dated for years, had a very bad, very public breakup, kind of went on and off while he was also going on and off with Hailey. So then once Justin started dating Hailey, the ladies were pitted against each other incessantly, and Hailey even kind of gave in to some mean girl behavior aimed at Selena. But now that Selena's engaged and Hailey and Justin have been married for a while and welcomed their first child together, the feud rumors will hopefully die down. That is what I'm hoping and praying in 2025. In the meantime, though, I am so excited to see what the wedding's gonna be like. Is Taco Bell gonna cater it, or are they gonna have another corporation do that? I don't know, I will keep you posted. Okay, reality TV fans, more specifically, Vanderpump Rules fans. Here, we got messy, messy news. James Kennedy of Vanderpump Rules fame was arrested last week on a domestic violence charge. Now, he is dating Allie Luber, and if you've watched the two most recent seasons of Vanderpump Rules, you're very familiar with her. She's appeared on the show several times and is honestly my favorite, and I think a fan favorite. They've been dating for nearly 3 years. They share a home, some fur babies, but sadly that love story is it's cracking and pretty fast because Allie was seen moving items out of their shared home following James's December 10th arrest in Burbank, California. Like I said, he was charged with misdemeanor domestic battery upon a spouse or cohabitant after an unidentified woman stated, quote, her boyfriend lifted her up and threw her to the ground. This is according to an arrest log that was made. So James was later released on a $20,000 bond per jail records. It is unclear if there were drugs or alcohol involved at the time of the arrest. But here's what I do know. James has battled alcohol addiction in years past. He's tried to dabble with it where, okay, I'll have a few drinks here and I'll be okay. But like I said, if you watch the show, you know James Kennedy can get extremely nasty, hostile, and violent when he's under the influence of alcohol. So actually, this was brought up in season 10 of Vanderpump Rules. Allie admitted to her boyfriend, James, like she really prefers him to be sober James Kennedy, but she's not gonna tell him what to do with his life. He's old enough to figure it out, you would think. So now that the dust has kind of settled, Allie is speaking out about the domestic violence charge and arrest, taking to her Instagram story, writing, quote, thank you to everyone who has reached out with love and support and for checking in on me. I'm okay and taking the time I need right now. I deeply appreciate all the kindness and respect for my privacy during this time. So both James and Allie have been, posting photos and videos on social media since last week's arrest, but James has yet to make any sort of public statement. Our tried and true friends at TMZ tried to get him out at LAX, asked him pride, still got nothing from him. So I truly hope this is a wake-up call for him because Allie seems like the sweetest and most gentle person he's ever been with. She really doesn't deal with the drama. She does astrology, so she's all about the signs and all that stuff. So anyways, James, like I said, long history of dating, hooking up with other cast members like Kristen Doty, Lala Kent, and of course he was engaged to Raquel Leviss, who played a massive part in Sandoval last year, which I know I talked a lot about. So speaking of Sandoval, it looks like the one and only Tom Sandoval might have cheated on his new current girlfriend, Victoria Lee Robinson. Sandoval 2025, anybody? Okay, so Victoria shared a very cryptic post to her Instagram story on Sunday night, but quickly deleted it, a sign of maybe some poster's regret, I don't know. The story seemingly revealed their breakup and implied that Tom stepped out on their relationship. I chose this picture and I didn't think I would get grossed out, but I'm so grossed out by it. Ew. Anyways, Victoria wrote, quote, "Wow, you guys were right. Tiger never changes its stripes. He loves the best friends, apparently. I feel like a fool, completely heartbroken." So this whole liking the best friends thing is a nod to Tom Sandoval's affair with Raquel Leviss while he was in a very long-term relationship, like 8 years, with Ariana Madix. And Raquel and Ariana were once best friends while the two were in a deep affair with one another. So it's all very messy, and honestly, I'm really not surprised. And I know this might sound harsh, but once a lying, cheating pig, always a lying, cheating pig. I said it, and I'm gonna die on that hill. Okay, and speaking of single men, Gerry Turner, Golden Bachelor. We know him, we love him. He is still looking for love, and he is still looking for love amid his incurable cancer diagnosis. So I don't really watch the franchises, but this one actually kind of piqued my interest on social media. So he and Teresa Nist got married last year, but they basically broke up after 3 months together after this beautiful televised, paid-for wedding. So yeah, their love story came to an end after 3 months of marriage, like I said, but last week, Gerry revealed that he was diagnosed with incurable bone marrow cancer. So this was a part of the reason for his and Teresa's split, in addition to being in a long-distance relationship. So despite the divorce and the health woes, Turner told People magazine that he is, quote, absolutely 100% still looking for his person. He also added, quote, "It does become a little more difficult now if I meet someone and have strong feelings for them. I'm going to have to give them a conversation about my situation, and that would make, acceptance much more difficult." So, like I said, he is still looking for a life partner, not really a wife per se, but now he's looking for his person, his life partner, despite all the things that he's going through. Okay, few things that I want to get to and not dive too much into depth. Wendy Williams, she was spotted for the first time since her guardians claimed that she's permanently incapacitated due to early onset dementia. She was all smiles. She looked like she had color back in her face. She looked healthy, so praying for Wendy Williams. Barron Trump is reportedly a ladies' man while he's attending New York University. That's really no surprise. And then Jim Carrey. He is taking back his comments about retiring and needing money. He simply said he needed a power rest, and the comments about money were more of a joke than anything. As you know, he's in Sonic 3, and that's kind of why he did it. He needed the money, but that's all. That's neither here nor there. It's Jim Carrey. He's a comedian. So